Brexit mess. What on earth has happened over the last 2 days? First of all, Boris Johnson has said that he wants to achieve Brexit by the 31st of October, whatever happens. But Parliament, of course, had other thoughts. And what's happened in the last 2 days is that Parliament has first of all blocked hard Brexit. Boris Johnson says that that is a card that he needs to negotiate. And therefore, he has asked for a general election. Second thing that's happened is that the general election that he sought has been voted down. So he can't cause a general election at the moment as he wants to do. Okay, it's a crazy situation and it's certainly a mess. Added to that, you have had people leave the Conservative Party and join the Liberal Democrats. Boris Johnson no longer has a majority in the House of Commons. And perhaps losing his head slightly, he deselected 21 MPs yesterday that had dared to vote against him. Those people are now, in effect, independents. They could be restored to the Tory whip if he chose to do so, and they wanted it. But at the moment, it seems that those people are going to be voting against him. So what has he not got? He's lost control of his party and politics. The Conservative Party and the parties in general in the UK are fractured. You'd say, where do we go from here? Well, there's two choices, and two simple choices. They can go for a general election. In other words, hard Brexit becomes law. Before it becomes law, has to go through the House of Lords, which they're expected to accept that today. It's then signed off by the Queen. That's then law. He could then ask again for a general election. That seems the most likely. But of course, although that's one option, it doesn't necessarily solve the problem. Of course, if the party and the Labour Party could become fractured as well. There are many that don't agree with their leader. So again, you could get a split even in the Labour Party. So does a general election solve the problem? It may not. In fact, although he could get a majority, I would actually say that we could get another hung parliament where there is no overall majority. So then, what's his second choice? Well, his second choice is to negotiate. After all, he has said that he's going to deliver Brexit, whatever it takes. Perhaps he should remove the 31st of October. There's certainly the markets would like that, and there are politicians that would like that. That would give him a chance to negotiate. He says, I can't play the biggest card, hard Brexit. Okay, I would say, yes, that's right. He has lost an important card. But there are also lots of other cards that he can still play. Let's not forget that the UK has a massive financial services industry, which of course I very much feel part of, and I value the fact that the UK is a leader in financial services. Europe would like to have access to our financial services industry. There are other parts and other things that the UK have. And perhaps we should try and look for some friends. Perhaps Ireland, perhaps other countries within Europe would take our side to some extent. And perhaps there is still room for negotiation. I believe there is. The markets, what are they doing? Well, the pound has gone up. Why? Hard Brexit seems to be removed, and they like that. The stock market is volatile. And of course, if there's an election, markets don't like volatility. So, election, it could happen. Two choices, negotiate or go and find a way of getting an election. What's going to happen? Well, it's been so crazy over the last 3 years, but particularly in the last month. The reality is we don't know. So diversify investments, make sure that you talk to a financial advisor, take advice, make sure that you have a range of assets, and you keep an eye on the news. If you subscribe to this channel, I'll keep you up to date and try and give clear opinions and clear and concise descriptions of what's happening in the financial markets. Certainly not easy, but hopefully that was a good explanation for you.